How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a super popular altcoin which many people believe has the potential to skyrocket right to the very top of the cryptocurrency markets. Of course, if you are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as we post regular cryptocurrency content. And of course, guys, like I said, every single one of my videos, this is not financial advice, so make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins or tokens that I mention in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So if you haven't guessed it already, today's video is going to be, of course, about a coin called Verasity, or VRA for short. We can see the current price of Verasity is currently sitting at 0.007 cents per token, and you can see over the sort of last month, Verasity has actually been doing extremely well. You can see it's fluctuating quite a bit at the moment, but between 36 and around 40% up in just the last month alone, guys. And we always have to bear in mind, mind the pun, bear in mind at the moment with us being in a bear market that, you know, coins that do well in a bear market, we can only imagine how well they're going to be doing in a bull run. So, you know, it's super exciting times for cryptocurrencies. For many different cryptos which I'm looking at and discussing at the moment, they are doing extremely well. And like I just said, you know, if they're doing well in the bear market, you can only imagine how well they're going to be doing in the bull run. So you can see over the last month here, you can see they've had a steady increase here with a few big spikes, big jumps up here. Over the last day, Verasity has taken a little bit of a dip. However, you know, myself personally, I believe this is just a little correction and it will, you know, bounce back very, very quickly, just from, you know, the fact that it's been going so well and been doing so well. You know, 40% in a month, again, in a bear market, is just absolutely crazy. And, you know, I really do believe Verasity is super, super underrated. You can see the current market cap for Verasity is only $72 million, guys, with a 24-hour volume sitting at $16.7 million as well. You can see the current circulating supply of Verasity is currently sitting at just over 10.2 billion tokens, and a lot of people will be looking at the circulating supply being only 10% of the max supply. This is actually incorrect. With Verasity, the tokenomics are a little bit complicated. I won't go too in depth in this video, but if you do want me to make a separate video about Veracity's tokenomics, make sure you let me know down in the comment section down below. But the actual real circulating supply for Verasity, or the max supply I should actually say, the max supply is actually at around 20 billion. It's sort of hard to explain in this video because it's quite complicated. But the actual real circulating supply for Verasity is actually currently sitting at around 50%. So, you know, a lot of people will be worrying about dilution. However, with Verasity, you do not need to worry about dilution. It's just the same amount of dilution as any other cryptocurrency on the market at the moment. The next part of the video here, we just look at what actually is Verasity and what is its main goal. And what's the actual whole deal behind Verasity. So with Verasity, their whole main goal is to basically stop black box ad fraud at the moment. And if you guys didn't know what ad fraud actually is at the moment, for example, with YouTube, you know, many people are actually using bots to actually generate views for their channel. And of course, you know, when YouTubers are getting views, this exchanges for money. So basically, people are actually, you know, YouTubers in specific are using bots, or, you know, buying views and all these other things to basically, you know, earn a living basically just from bots, which of course is ad fraud, because this is basically cheating. And, you know, basically the advertisers which are actually paying YouTube to actually get that advert put on the videos for a chance for real people to see the advert and for them to buy their product or service. Of course, with a bot viewing this is, you know, this cannot happen, and so the advertisers are losing out, and basically it's affecting, whether or not the YouTubers actually know this or not, it's basically affecting everyone because it's a cycle. You know, the advertisers, if they do not get a return on their investment, they will basically stop advertising, basically lowering the amount of money that YouTubers will get from ads until eventually it might even become nothing. And so basically these YouTubers are basically just screwing over themselves as well, because of course they are in this cycle as well. If we look at the sort of problem which around ad fraud and why this is actually such a big problem at the moment, you can see by 2023, advertisers' total loss to ad fraud could skyrocket to $100 billion, guys. So an absolutely massive problem here, and so this is why this problem needs a solution, and this is where Verasity actually does come in. So with Verasity, like I said, they've actually got a solution to ad fraud, and so this is actually why Verasity was actually created. You can see with Verasity, they've already got 300,000 plus Vera wallet, which is their own wallet, to store your Verasity tokens. 300,000 plus users of the Vera wallet already, and 500,000 plus community members as well as 20 plus local languages and 6 awarded patents as well, which again, really nice to see awarded patents. You can see, like I've just talked about, they've got their own Vera wallet to store your Verasity tokens. So if you're ever wondering where to store them, they've got their own wallet here, so you can download that and store them in themselves. But the main sort of technology and main feature behind Verasity is, like I've just explained, their solution to ad fraud. And so they've got their own technology, which is actually called Veraviews. Like I said, this is their own unique patented, they call it proof of view or POV fraud identification technology. And on this separate page here, they've actually got a breakdown of how this their own unique technology actually does actually work, and how it actually does stop ad fraud. And you can see here, it's got 4 different steps here: fraud detection, data gathering, ad view validation, and distributed analytics as well. I'm not going to go into too much depth with that in this video, but of course, like I said, if you want to see a separate video with tokenomics and maybe diving in a little bit more deeper into Veraviews as well, I will make a separate video on that as well. So again, it also says here, very simple setup, eliminate fraud, reduce payment times, distributed ledger technology as well. Another reason why I'm actually so bullish on Verasity is their constant updates to their roadmap, as well as the long amount of time they've actually been in the cryptocurrency market. So the longevity behind Verasity, they've been in the game since 2017 and probably even before then, and you can just see how thorough this roadmap actually is. They're constantly updating it. From 2017 all the way up to 2023, there has been no gaps in the roadmap. They're just constantly improving and updating Verasity. And with a lot of times when I talk about cryptocurrencies, I like to see that the cryptocurrency has at least been around for a good few years, to show that the team is actually confident in their product and they are actually here to stay. And of course, this also does bring a good amount of confidence into the investors as well, just to show that this team behind Verasity is not going to just disappear tomorrow. So that is another great feature about Verasity, the longevity behind Verasity and the great team behind them as well. As well as that, you can also see they've got a super strong community behind Verasity. Again, over 317,000 followers on Twitter here, and of course around all other platforms as well. They've got a super strong community as well. So the last part of the video here, I'd like to just go over a few different categories. I believe that the people who watch this video now will at least fall into one of these different categories, and each different categories will provide a sort of price prediction, which I believe Verasity will be hitting around these sort of time periods here. So I put at the top here, Veracity's current market cap is currently sitting at $79 million. Of course, it's fluctuating quite a bit here. It's currently sitting at around 71, but when I made this a few hours ago, it was sitting at 79. So we'll just stick with 79 at the moment here. You can see I've also put Veracity's current price at 0.0077 cents as well. And the first category here, I've got short-term 6 to 12 months. So these are for people who are not planning to be in Verasity for a very long time. They're basically just trying to get in and get out and make a good amount of profit with Verasity. They believe in Verasity, but once again, they are just focusing on the profit. So I put Verasity prediction, if it does actually hit a market cap of $237 million market cap, which again, I believe is super possible for Verasity. I believe a $70 million market cap for Verasity, with the problem it does actually solve, is super undervalued. I put, if it does actually hit this market cap of $237 million, you'll be seeing gains of 3x or 300%, and the Verasity price per token will be looking at 0.023 cents per token. The next category here, I've got longer term, so 1 to 2 years, and I put Verasity price prediction will be looking at around $1.15, and the market cap, in order for it to hit that price, would have to hit $1.185 billion market cap. Once again, super possible, especially in a time frame 1 to 2 years, as we start to hopefully get towards the bull run, which I do believe is going to be happening late 2024 2025 sort of period of time. So towards the end of this category, we'll be hopefully looking into a bull run. So I believe that this is 100% easily possible for Verasity. Hopefully we'll be seeing even higher gains, but again, I put, you know, $1.15 for the Verasity price prediction, $1.185 billion market cap, and you'll be seeing gains of 15x or 1500% on your money if you do invest today. You can see the next category here, I've got long term, so I put 2 to 3 years. So this is towards, you know, actually in the next bull run and maybe even after the next bull run. We, of course, only time will tell when the next bull run will actually occur. But I've put Verasity price prediction between $3.08 to $4.62. And in order to hit these prices respectively, it would have to hit a market cap of $3.16 billion to $4.74 billion. And I put, of course, if it does actually hit this market cap and hit this price, you'll be looking at gains to 40 to 60x your money if you did invest today, which is just absolutely crazy. And, you know, a lot of people will be doubting this in the moment. They'll be saying, you know, 2 to 3 years, 40 to 60x, that is a long shot. However, I do not believe that this is a long shot at all. I believe, like I keep saying throughout this video, I know I keep waffling on about it, but the problem that Verasity does actually solve is such a huge problem. You can see $100 billion. If they are actually able to stop a $100 billion problem, you know, all different companies will be using them. You know, massive companies such as YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all these different companies will be using Verasity for their unique patented technology. And so I believe that, you know, a market cap of between $3 and $5 billion is, you know, very, very possible, especially in the time frame of 2 to 3 years, you know, in the next bull run, 100% possible in my eyes. The last the last category I've got here are for the hardcore. Sorry, I meant to, I don't know why I put Casper there. That was from my last video. Hardcore Verasity holders 3 to 5 years. So Verasity prediction $11.55 to $15.40. And in order to hit these this price point respectively, it would have to hit a market cap of $11.85 billion to $15.8 billion. And if it does actually hit that market cap, you know, we'll be seeing gains of 150x to 200x, guys. And once again, a lot of people will be watching this video right now and will be saying, you know, this is not possible. 100x, 150x to 200x is, you know, very, very hard to do. And I'm not saying it's not hard to do. 100%, I'm saying this is, you know, this is going to be difficult. For a coin to hit 11 billion to 15 billion, this is a hell of a lot of money that needs to be pumped into Verasity. And, you know, many different things could happen between now and, you know, 3 to 5 years time. I'm not saying that this is hard. However, is this impossible? No way. I mean, if Verasity does, continues to be at the forefront of the market with their technology and, you know, constantly being still updating, like on their roadmap, you know, still constantly updating and improving their product, I do not see why not they cannot hit this market cap. And, you know, a lot of people might even be saying, you know, this is still very, very low for Verasity. A lot of people will be saying, you know, Verasity can hit 30, 40, 50 billion dollars easily. And, you know, what I say to that, I hope it does, guys, because, of course, I'm super bullish about Verasity. And, of course, I want Verasity to do the very best that it can. However, you know, I'm just being, for this price prediction, I'm on the more conservative side, I would say. And, you know, that's just my price predictions with any coin any coin in general. I like to be on the more conservative side, just in case, you know, if it does do much better, then of course that is great. But if it does do, you know, a lot worse, then, you know, it's just better to be a little bit more conservative with the price predictions. So the last part of the video, what is my personal price prediction? Where am I actually going to be looking to, where am I actually going to be in each of these different categories? So for me personally, I'm looking at towards the longer term or long term holding in Verasity. So my personal strategy with basically all my coins actually is to basically hold all my coins up until the, you know, the next bull run and start to take profits on the way up. In the next bull run, hopefully take profits when it's at the very top. But of course, you do not know when it's going to be at the very top in the market. But that is my personal price prediction with Verasity, is to basically just hold it up until maybe around the $2. I would like to say $2 sort of price point with Verasity, maybe $1.50 to $2, and then I'll start to take profits. And you know, that is my personal strategy. And then once the bull run does actually end and we get back into the bear market, I will be buying Verasity back. Of course, that is only if Verasity is still at the very top and, you know, the team continues to work on it and constantly update and improve it. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about Verasity. Are you going to invest? Are you already going to invest? How long are you actually going to be holding on to Verasity? Just let me know down in the comment sections. I like to read all my comments and reply to, you know, reply to the comments that I actually can. Of course, apart from that, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, like I've just said. If you did enjoy, like the video, and of course, subscribe if you are new around here as well. Apart from that, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye-bye now.